Welcome back, everybody, to my office. I'm so glad we have a few short moments to share some ideas and thoughts about this week's coming Torah portion. That is Parashat Vayishlach. This morning, the Torah reading will bring us to a very telling and powerful and, in fact, signature moment in our forefather Jacob's life. Jacob is probably our most important ancestor, for a reason I'll share with you later. In any event, we find the story opens up this morning that Jacob's brother Esau, with whom he had an acrimonious splitting with decades earlier, hears that he's back in town, and Jacob hears that he's on his way with armed men. He is literally frightened to his core, and with a wise tactical approach, he takes his camp, divides it in two, putting one in one area, the other in the other area, thinking that if one should be attacked, the other would remain as a remnant to perpetuate his legacy. On the eve before this meeting between him and his brother, Jacob is alone. He camps out by himself at the site of the old encampment where his family was. And we are told in the Torah that Jacob had a mythical battle with another man, who then at the end of the story apparently becomes an angel. They wrestle all night long. And so debilitating is this epic struggle that Jacob is scarred for the rest of his life with sciatica. And in fact, Jews know that it is very hard to find kosher filet mignon because the sciatic nerve has to be removed from the hindquarter of the animal according to Jewish law as a remembrance of Jacob's sciatica, the scarring from this battle. Jacob wrestles all night long. And throughout my life, as I have read and studied over this section, what has occurred to me is this idea that what Jacob realized and what he struggled with was not another person, but that he was wrestling with himself. Being alone is one of the hardest things that we do in life. We are surrounded and intruded by so many things, by phones and cars, television, computers, movies. It appears as if there is a never-ending intrusiveness to our lives. Our generation is unlike any other generation. We have almost no time to ourselves. And so one of the hardest things to do in life is to literally spend time with yourself, to turn in and consider and think about the person that you actually are. But here's the good news. Jacob, as the sun rose after that epic battle, no longer would he be known as Jacob. His name was forever changed. He became Yisrael, Israel, the one who struggles and succeeds. Ultimately, what we understand, the point of life is not to acquire things or to become popular. Ultimately, the real point and goal of life is to grow. And as we grow, we will develop and acquire all the important things that we need for life. Shabbat Shalom.
That's great.